Well guys, I don't know what you can see, but it is early in the morning. Excuse my mic, I'm trying to get it fixed up here. Early in the morning, about 5:05, and I'm heading out just a little bit early to go down to Sandoval's place. And there's rain everywhere. Of course, not right in the immediate vicinity, but there is rain. I've got my weather app. It's 5:11 in the morning. Oklahoma, central Oklahoma, headed southeast to Moyers, Oklahoma, to the K River Ranch where Adam Sandoval is throwing his pre-Sturgis party. I got everything I believe I need. I decided to take the street bob against my better judgment because there's rain everywhere. And I think if we run into rain, I'm just going to have to get wet. At least on the street glide, I would have had a fairing up here, but I'm willing to take my chances. I'm sure at some point I'm going to get wet. I got to stop by and get some cash, and then I'll get on the highway. So we'll see in just a bit, guys. Alright guys, we're on our way. Got fuel, got my sponsored energy drink, not really sponsored, but my blue monster drink. The moon is out. We are in between rainstorms on the street bob, headed south on I-35 from Norman, Oklahoma toward K River Campground, or Scootin America Resort, or whatever he's calling it. It's still dark outside, 5:38. Going over the river right now with a sleeveless shirt on is a little bit nippy, but not bad enough that I need a jacket because it's going to warm up in just a little bit. I've got my app recording my route. Everything seems to be in order. I just wanted to pop in here and kind of document this before the sun comes out. Coming through the town of Purcell and through the even smaller town of Lexington. It's still dark outside. You can see off in the distance the lights trying to come through the clouds. It's 6 in the morning. Usually it's daylight by now or somewhat, so there's some pretty ominous clouds overhead. And I was looking off to my west. I'm actually headed east now, so behind me there's a moon behind cloud cover that looks like something right out of a Dracula film. I wanted to stop and take a picture of it, but it went back behind the clouds. It looked like something off a werewolf movie or something. But I wanted to kind of describe how it feels. It's been a minute since I've ridden at night. Of course, you can see the bugs coming at you in the air. It's wet, or not wet, but humid. And the bugs coming into the headlight are almost like warp speed in a spaceship. The air is chilly on my arm, and with the humidity it's almost clammy. It's Saturday morning, so there's not many cars on the road, so it's almost like a zombie apocalypse or something. It's pretty cool. I like it's just such a big change from everyday life. It just feels good to be cruising along with nothing but the sound of the wind and your motorcycle, and watching the stripes of the road. Okay, so I'm just outside of Ada, still heading southeast. There's rain all around me. Still haven't gotten wet. In fact, my notification on my phone said there was heavy precipitation nearby, and it was actually in a town that I have already been through. So I'm out running it, maybe. Who knows? We may get caught in the air in a little bit, but whatever. It's just rain. The sun is out. And there's fog covering parts of the roads here, and it's still a little bit chilly. I wouldn't say chilly, I mean, but it's damp, so it makes the air cool. Now that was just an update. We're 77 miles. Just want to get this before it goes away. You can probably barely see it, but look at that little piece of light coming through the clouds over there. It was a lot bigger until it took me forever to get my camera to turn on. Slowly dwindling away. This This little town is called Colgate. And I just decided to turn on the camera because it's as though we have gone back in time a ways. It's nice to see. It is always nice to see a town like this, something that all the hustle and bustle and fast everything has taken over. Now that I do recognize this though. I was through here once before. On the street glide. Okay, we're just a few minutes away. I had to drive way into the town of Antlers to find fuel with no alcohol in it. It ended up being a Conoco right next to the Sonic. There's 3 fairly large gas stations right as you come into Antlers on either side of the road, and I went to all 3 of them. They all had 10% ethanol in the fuel, so I continued on and maybe a half mile up the road, right downtown next to a Sonic. There's a Conoco, and it doesn't have any no alcohol in the fuel, and they had the premium fuel there. So stopped and got me some fuel, logged it on my Fuelio app, ate me a whatchamacallit, used the restroom, and according to my map, we're 6 minutes from K River Campground. Old Moyers Road, and it's really pretty through here. Lots of pine trees and sweeping hills. Curves, no sharp curves, just or none yet anyway. Of course, I'm just right outside of Antlers. Look at this. Wow, this is oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this. I got the clutch pulled in and I'm maintaining my speed here. How pretty is that? Ten-Mile Creek. Wonder how long that creek is. Little turkeys. Turkeys in the road. I want to be like Travis and almost hit one of them. You alright, buddy?
Yeah. I'm good, but so much in my shoulders.
Dude! I've never been to K River before, so we're looking for a turn in. 1-lane road ahead, be prepared to stop. Nope, better slow down, I'm going too fast. Okay, I'm slowing down. Okay, yeah. Look at this. Stop on red. Well, looks like they're working on the bridge or a dam, whatever this is here. Give me a chance to set set this up here. I like this little mount here. It works well with the Hero Session here, as it vibrates a little bit, but the 5 session has digital image stabilization. So I'll flip that on here in a minute once we get close to the campground. Motorcycles use caution, uneven pavement and loose gravel. Well, it's a pretty creek there. I might have to drone that. This whole area. God, it's so pretty down here, man. I never knew. There it is, K River. Yeah, this is it. This is cool, man. This is cool, man. It's a gravel road, but it's a decent road. Some roosters sitting out there. A couple guys coming up. Had some rain down here, obviously. Oh, check in. No loud music, off by 10 p.m. I bet that doesn't happen tonight. Morning. Going pretty good. We need to check in here.
Yep.
So Giselle ended up putting me right next to the stage. I'm the blue tent there. There's Surpluzz 1, and there's the stage. And that backdrop that Adam Sandoval was talking about, there's the school bus, Igor. It is right there, and that is pretty. It is pretty. Okay, well, this is my idea of fun. There's no internet out here, no phone. I'm soaking wet. My shirt's wet. Actually, mostly on the front of me is wet. I wanted to check to see if there was rain coming on the phone, but there's no internet, so I decided to get on my bike. And I was going to leave the campground, go into Antlers, which is not far, check the weather, and then possibly go to Paris. Harley. Well, I didn't make it even across the bridge down here. It started raining, but there's construction down there and a red light. The red light holds up traffic so that
the oncoming traffic can get across the bridge on one lane. And then once the traffic is cleared, the light turns green, then that's one lane the other way. Well, I got to cross the bridge before it started raining. And then when I turned around, the light was red for like 5 minutes. I sat there. And for those of you who are thinking, well, I just would have ran the red light. Well, there you can't. There's oncoming traffic the other direction, and it's only one lane, and it's a bridge. So I sat there like this in the rain. Yeah. And so I turned around about a mile from the tent, pulled back into the campground, really slow. I'm already wet. The ground's kind of muddy, and so drive by the front office where you check in, and Ashley's sitting on the front porch. I just kind of looked at her and said, "It's raining," and she kind of smiled and said, "Yeah." So here I am laying in my tent, wet. No way to check the weather. But hey, I'm camping, and I'm right next to the stage. I knew I was going to get wet this trip.
Well guys, I got to see the Scootin America Campground. I left before the party. I'm not the partying kind. I don't need to stay down there and drink and hoot and holler and do all that kind of stuff. Besides all that, none of my friends or family was with me. And I got wet. Got some good footage of the campground. I got to meet and talk to Adam for a little bit. I wouldn't say I officially met Ashley, but we did speak. I got me a Scootin America or Scooter Trash t-shirt. Took some drone footage. It was super humid. with very little relief. And I'm not going to say it's not my kind of crowd, because it is, but without friends down there and stuff like that, I just decided to pack up, and I'm gonna head to Paris and get a t-shirt. I got to see the War Horse. I'll get to see it again. It won't be the last trip. Got to see the War Horse. Scooter wasn't there. Got to see Adam, of course, and of course Giselle, Ashley. What else? Met a couple people there. Really nice. I just didn't feel like standing around. I got there really early, which was probably not such a good idea, because it's pretty lull right now. They're gearing up for the party later. It's a little muddy, and the grass and the trees are wet. It rained here pretty hard for a good while, and so I'll come back. We're gonna camp, do it up right next time. Now at least I'm a little bit familiar with it, so I'm gonna head to Paris Harley-Davidson, get me a t-shirt and maybe a PhD hat, and see what happens from there. Peace. Well, that came up quick, and it's not not as big of a building as I thought it was going to be. Entrance, yes, we're open. I guess they're remodeling here. Oh, there's Paris Harley. They are remodeling. It is a very small place compared to what I was picturing in my head. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go in and get me a shirt. Excuse me. Got my t-shirt. Bing! And that girl at the front counter, she was a pretty young girl. She said that that PhD hat that you see Adam wearing in that video, they don't sell those. Harley doesn't. Harley won't license it. So that was a special hat made just for him. But I got me a t-shirt. But the girl said, whoa. The girl said that Ashley was her PE coach. And her maiden name is Whitley. So she calls Ashley Coach Whitley. And she said that was before Ashley became a motorcycle mama. So just a little interesting tidbit there. Anyways, I'm headed back toward Antlers. I'm not taking the turnpike this time. I am going to head back towards home, but I'm going to take my time getting there because there's still rain all over the place, and I need to kind of stay up and be aware of that, because it would suck to be caught in the rain like I was earlier today. I'm all dried out now, but I was some kind of wet before. So I'll show you the shirt later. I'm gonna try to find another place to fly the drone. So headed back to Antlers and then back up through Colgate and all that good stuff. I'm not gonna ride Talamina this time, just because I want to kind of save it. Maybe for a time when I don't have all this luggage, or maybe when there's somebody riding with me. So, see you in a little bit. You know, I'm coming up on Antlers here, the back way, and I'm just looking around, and enjoying the weather and the peace and the quiet. Actually, I say the peace and the quiet, the sound of wind and the motor. But just the meditative state that I was in. There's a gentleman, for those of you who don't know, his name is Chuck Jines. C-H-U-C-K-J-I-N-E-S. He has a YouTube channel called Backroad Adventure or Backroad Biker Adventures. He calls those moments, some of those moments, he calls a peak experience. And those don't happen very often. And from my experience, they happen in varying degrees of intensity. I just had a moderate peak experience while on 271 north from Hugo. Anyways, I had a moment there that I felt like I wanted to document on video, and it was just maybe the road, just kind of when I was floating like this and I was comfortable and the bike was just moving with my body and the way my brain basically was telling it to go, and the atmosphere and the clouds and the temperature and the wind and the sound of the bike and the location and the view. And I'm just thankful to be free. I'm thankful to be fortunate enough to own a Harley Davidson, but much more I'm thankful that I have the desire to ride. Because for those who do not have the desire to ride, they will never have a peak experience while riding a motorcycle. Now they may have their version of a peak experience doing what they love to do, but I've lived a minute. And there are very, very few, in fact, not many things that I can think of that are as surreal and as hypnotizing as having a peak experience while riding. So, Chuck Jines, if you ever see this video, thank you. Okay, so against my better judgment, I'm not going to take the fast way home. I don't have any service, so I can't tell where the rain is. It looks okay, but that's deceiving. So instead of going back the way I came, which would be the fastest way, I'm going to take the scenic route up past Adam's Campground, up Highway 2 through Moyers, and I'm going to take 43 west. And believe me, it's the long way. Not the longest way, but it is a long way. Because it goes, the Highway 2 north from Antlers goes right next to the Kiamichi River the whole time. And I want to see that because I want to fly the drone. I'm just hoping I don't get caught in the rain. And then once I head back west on 43, it's right next to a lake. And I can't remember the name of that lake. So Highway 2. Okay, I gotta keep. And the sun's starting to come out, which is worse than rain, or not quite as bad, but I don't want to fry, because if I take the long way, it's going to take me a good 5 hours to get home. And I've already got, I don't know, I'm guessing 300 miles ridden today. And it's awful bright out. I got a bottle of water. That's what you live for, I guess, isn't it? Right here. Do I go or not? Do I go? Do I go? Do I go? Oh, gosh dang it, we're going. Here we go. All right. So my camera on my helmet went dead. Stopped here on the side of the road to take a couple pictures. I'll put those in here. I'm somewhere on Highway 2 north of Adam's campground, about 30 miles, I'm guessing, 20 miles maybe. Everything's good. I just wanted to stop and take some pictures and get a drink of water, change my shirt. And I was going to fly the drone, except we're in thick pine, and off in the distance I can see buildings. Maybe it could be anything. So I'm going to continue on. Get the flock out of here. Hold off anymore. We're getting some footage here.